Hello everyone. So now we are going to start the next topic, which is division of class 3rd, 4th and 5. What division actually is? Division is splitting into equal parts. If you are dividing a number or any group into some small part which are equal in number, then that is known as the division. Okay. Like here I am having 6 balls and I have divided that into 2 different groups. This is here we have divided that into the group of 2, and here I have divided into 3 groups. As you can see that if I am dividing 6 into the 2 groups of equal parts, then what I will get is I will get 3 in the individual group. Okay, like I am having 6 boys and I have making the group of 2. So what I will get is I will get 3 boys in the individual group. So this can be said as 6 divided by 2. Since we have divided that into 2 groups, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. Similarly, if I am dividing that into the group of 2, then how many groups are you going to get is 3. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here also I was having 6 balls, as you can see. So I have divided 6 ball into 3 groups over here. That's why I have written 6 divided by 3, which is equals to 2. This is what you are getting into that individual group, and this is how many groups I have made of. Okay, so this is what division is. Division is dividing the number of things which we are having into the equal parts. Okay, so now as we are done with the thing division, so just go through some division facts which are very important for you. Like if you are dividing a number with 0, as I have told you in multiplication also, that if you are multiplying any number with 0, what you are going to get is 0. Similarly, if you are dividing any number with 0, then what you are going to get is 0. So now we are having few division facts for you which are very important for you, as I have told you in multiplication also, that if you are multiplying any number with 0, what you are going to get is 0. Similarly, we are having a fact of 0 in division also, which is if you are dividing any number with 0, then what you are going to get is 0. Like if you are dividing 0 by 5, then your answer is going to be 0. If you are dividing 0 by 10, then also your answer is going to be 0. Similarly, if you are taking any number, whether it is the larger one also, then what you are going to get is 0. Like if you are dividing a number with 0, then what you are going to get is 0 always. Okay. And the second fact is, if you are dividing a number with same number, if you are dividing a number with the same number, what you are going to get is 1. Like I am having 5, and if you are dividing that with 5 only, this is the number, and we have taken the same number which is 5, so what you are going to get is 1. Similarly, 1000 divided by 1000, this is also 1. 990 divided by 990 is equals to 1. If you are dividing the two same numbers, then what you are going to get is 1. Okay. Third fact is number divided by 1 is equals to same number. If you are dividing a number with 1, like I am having 5 and you are dividing it with 1, so what you are going to get is the same number which we have taken. Okay, like if you are having 1000 and you are dividing that with 1, so what you are going to get is 1000. Similarly, if you are taking any number you want to, you are having 900 and you want to divide it with 1, so what you are going to get is 900. Okay, so these are few division facts. And the multiplication facts were 5. If you are multiplying any number with 0, then you are going to get is 0. If you are multiplying any number with 1, what you are going to get is the same number. Okay, so these are few division facts for you which would be helpful for you later. We can divide the numbers via 2 methods. First is your repeated subtraction and second is your using multiplication table. Okay. So first we'll go through the repeated subtraction method. According to that, what we need to do is just start subtracting the number. Like we are having this. Okay, so just start subtracting this number. 15 minus 5. So how much it would be? 10. Again subtract 5 until you get 0 as your remainder. Okay, so this would be 10 minus 5 is 5. Again subtract it. So what you will get in the end is 0. Okay, so now just check it out that how many times we have subtracted 5 from 15. First of all, we have subtracted 5 from 15. What you have got is 10. Then we have again subtracted 5. You need to subtract the same number, this one. Okay, this is your divisor and this is your dividend. I will tell you about it later on. First of all, just keep this thing in your mind that we just need to subtract this number from this one. Okay, so 15 minus 5 is 10, 10 minus, again subtract 5 from it, so 10 minus 5 is 5, and I have again subtracted 5 from it, so it is 0. How many times we have subtracted 5 to get 0? Is this 1, 2 and 3. So it would be 15 divided by 5 is equals to 3, since we have subtracted 5 from that number 3 times. Okay, so the answer is 3. Again, now this is another example, 40 divided by 10. What we are going to do is just subtract the second number, which is your 10. 40 minus 10, what you will get is 30. Again subtract 10 from it, minus 10 is 20. Again subtract until you get 0 as your remainder. So this is your 10. Now again subtract 10. What we have get is 0 in your remainder. Just check it out or count how many times we have subtracted 10. 4 times. So 40 divided by 10 is your 4, which is your answer. Okay. Now we are having this another example, 9 divided by 3. We will follow the same steps. Start subtracting 3 from 9. What you will get is 6. Again subtract 3. What you will get is 3. Now again subtract 3. What you will get is 0. Since we have got the 0 as your remainder, so just stop doing that and just count how many times we have subtracted 3. 1, 2, 3. So your answer is going to be 3. Okay. Fourth one is 35 divided by 7. We will do the same thing, just start subtracting. 35 minus 7 is going to be your 28. Again subtract 7, this is going to be your 21. Again subtract 7, this is going to be your 14. Now again we are going to subtract 7, so this is going to be your 0. Now just check it out how many times we have subtracted 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. So your answer is going to be 5. This is one of the method to do the division, but since it is very time consuming, so I do not prefer doing this. But since this was in the syllabus of many books, so I have just gone through this. So now we will move to the second method, which is your using your multiplication table, which actually consume lesser time as compared to the first method. Okay, so this is 8 divided by 2. What you need to do is just go through the table of this number, which is your 2. How many times does that 8 comes in the table of 2 is 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6 and 2 4s are 8. So this is going to come in the table of 2 4 times. So your answer is 4. Similarly, just go through another examples also. How many times does this 16 comes in the table of 4? 4 times. How many times does this 42 comes in the table of 7 is 6 times. 8 in the table of 72 in the table of 8 is 9 and 60 in the table of 15 is 4 times. So these are your answer. Okay, now these questions are based upon your division facts, which I have told you. Okay, so 0 divided by 52 is going to be your 0. As I have told you, if you are dividing any number with 0, then what you are going to get is 0. Okay, 45 divided by 1, if you are dividing any number with 1, then what you are going to get is that same number which we have taken, which is your 45. Okay, and now if you are dividing the two same numbers, then what you are going to get is 1. These questions were based upon your division facts, which are going to help you later, and these are the questions which were based upon your multiplication table. What you need to do is just go through the table of that number and just check it out at what times that number comes in the table of that particular number which we have taken. Okay. So now we move to the next method, which is your long division method. In this we are having a dividend, divisor and your quotient. What dividend, divisor and quotient are, like I have told you that I am having a number 6, okay, and I need to divide this into the equal parts. Okay, the division was the division or splitting up of the number into the equal parts. Okay, so I was dividing that into the equal part, and the equal part in the how many groups I need to make was of 2. Okay, and how many numbers will it form if we will divide it into the group of 2 is, each group will get the number of 3. So this is your dividend which I was having and what I need to divide in. So this is your dividend, like I was having 18, I need to divide this 18 into 9 groups. Okay, 9 equal groups. So this is your 18, which is your dividend. This is your divisor. In how many groups I need to divide that, and this is your quotient. After dividing that 18 into 9 groups, how much is going to get into that each individual group is your quotient. Okay, like I was having 6, I was dividing that 6 into the 2 groups, and how much does I get into the each individual group is 3. So this is going to be a quotient. 6 divided by 2 is your 3, divisor, dividend, and this is your quotient. Okay, now the thing is, how we just represent it when we are doing long division method is, just write down the dividend inside this and divisor over here, and this is going to be a quotient which we are going to get when we start solving it. Okay, and the thing is, long division method for the sums that need more than one step, like if I need to divide 28 by 2, okay, and I know the table of 2 till 10 only, like 2 tens are 20, and since this number is greater than that of the 20, so what we do is we use this long division method for the numbers of which we do not know the table of the higher number or the higher multiplications of that. Now I am having an example in front of you, which is 28 divided by 2. This is your dividend and this is your divisor. Just write the divisor out of this bracket and dividend inside. Okay, first of all, just start comparing that we are having a 1-digit number over here and this is your 2-digit number. For that, just compare this number with the first digit. Start comparing with the first digit, and this first digit should be either greater than that of 2 or should be equal to that of 2. If it would be less than that of the 2, then what we are going to do is, like I am having 14 over here. Okay, and since this first number is less than that of the 2, so we won't divide it. Okay, what we are going to do is we will take the next number also. So this is, now since this number is greater than that of the 2, so we will divide it, and this 2 will divide 14 7 times. So this is your answer, which is your also known as your quotient. Okay, but since now here we are having the same number, 2 divided by 2, since we can divide it, since we know that 2 divided by 2 is 1. If we are dividing the same number, what we are going to get is 1. So just write it down that 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. Okay, so write it down 2. How many times it was coming in the table of 2 is 1. We need to write this at the top. Okay, now just subtract these numbers. What we are having is 0. Okay, now just move to the next number and just take it down. I have taken 8. Now again you can see that this number is greater than that of the divisor which we are having, which is your 8. Now just go through the table of 2. 2 4s are 8. So just write it down, 4 in the quotient and 8 over here. Since we are done with the 2 digits we were having, so and your remainder is 0. Now we are done with this. You need to do it until or unless you get the 0 in your remainder. Okay, so this is your quotient, which is your answer. So write it down here. That means that when you are going to divide 28 into the group of 2, how many groups you are going to form is 14. Okay, now the next number is 48 divided by 4. Now we will divide 48 by 4. Okay, this is your dividend and this one is your divisor. Just do the same thing, just compare the first number with the first digit. Okay, if you will compare it, what you will get to know is that the numbers are same, and if you will divide 4 by 4, what you will get is 1. So I have written 1 here and this here. Now just subtract these numbers. What you will get is 4 minus 4 is going to be your 0. Just take 8 down. Now just divide the 4 by 8. We are having 8 divided by 4. This is equals to how much? 2. So this is going to be 2. Subtract it. So this is your answer, which is your 12. Similarly, we are having 96 and we need to divide it by 3. So what we are going to do is just, we are having 96 by 3. Okay, now just compare it. Since this number is greater than that of the 9, so yes, we can divide it. How many times? We know that 3 3s are 9. So write 3 over here and just divide it. So this is going to be your 0. Now just take the second number down, which is 6. And we know that 6 comes in the table of 3 2 times. So this is going to be your 2, and write down the 6 and subtract these numbers. So this is going to be a 0. Now since we are done with both the digits, so this is going to be your answer, which is your quotient, which is 32. Now so these are the division of the 2-digit number with a 1-digit number. Now we'll move to the next numbers which are of 3-digit numbers. We are having 402 divided by 2. Okay, so just write the 402 as your dividend, which is going to be inside in the bracket, and 2 as your divisor. Okay, now just look at this number and the first digit of this number. We will follow the same thing. Okay, so this number is greater than that of the 2. So yes, we can divide it. And how many times? 4 divided by 2 is going to be your 2. This is your quotient, so we will write it over here. And we are dividing it. 4, 2 2s are 4, so this is going to be your 0. Now just move to the next number, which is your 0. We are taking it down. Okay, now what we are having is, we need to divide this 0 with 2. So what we are going to get is 0. So what we will put in quotient is your 0. Okay, and this will be your 0. If you are having 0, just take this thing in your, keep this thing in your mind that we are having 0 and we are dividing it with the divisor which we were having. So this is going to be 0 divided by 2, which will be 0. That will be in your quotient. Okay, now we'll move to the third number, third digit, which is your 2. Okay, now just take it down. So we are having 2. Now we need to divide this 2 by 2. What we are going to get is, if you are dividing 2 by 2, what we are going to get is your 1. So write it down in the quotient, and 2 multiplied by 2, 2 divided by 2 is your 1. Okay, so this is your answer, which is your 201. Similarly, we are having the next example, which is 900 divided by 3. Okay, now just move to the first digit, which is your 9. As we can see that 9 is greater than that of the 3. So what we are going to do is just divide these numbers. 9 divided by 3 is equals to 3. So 3 is going to be in your quotient. Okay, so 3 3s are 9, which is your 0. Now again take 0 down. Okay, now we are having this 0 and we need to divide it by 3. Okay, so 0 divided by 3 is going to be your 0. So we need to write it over here. 3 zeros are 0. Okay, now again we are having next digit, which is again 0. So we have taken that number. What we need to do now is, this is your dividend and this is your divisor. So divide 0 divided by 3 is going to be your 0. Just write 0 in the quotient. Now 3 zeros are 0. So since we have got the remainder as your 0, so this is the answer of your question, which is your 300. Now the next example is 480. Okay, as you can see that we are having 4, we need to divide it with this. First digit is divisible by 4, since this is equal to that of 4. So this is going to be 1. Now subtract it, 0. Now just take 8 downwards. So this is going to be, if you are dividing 8 by 4, so this is going to be equals to 2. Okay, so we will put this 2 in the quotient. So this is going to be here in the quotient. Okay, 8 divided by 4 is going to be 2. 4 2s are 8. Write it down here and then subtract the numbers, which is 0. Now we are having 0. We have taken it downwards. Now just divide this 0 with this 4. What we are going to get is 0. So write it down in the quotient. Okay, now multiply. 4 zeros are 0. So this is going to be a 0. Okay, so now we have reached to the remainder 0. So we are done. So this is going to be your answer, which is your 120. Okay, so now the final example is, which we are having is 369. Okay, divided by 3. Now just start dividing these numbers. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 ones are 3. This is going to be a 0. Take the 6 downwards. Now just check, divide these numbers. 6 divided by 3 is going to be your 2. Okay, and 3 2s are 6. 0. We are having 9 now. So divide this 9 with 3. This is going to be your 3. So we have 9 now. So this is your answer, which is 123. Now as you can see that we are done with the division of a 2-digit number and a 3-digit number with a 1-digit number. So now we will move to the division of the higher numbers. since we are done with the basics, so we will move to the higher number. So now we will start dividing the numbers with a 2-digit number. Okay, so we are having 470 and 15 is your divisor, so write it down. 470 is your dividend, so this is going to be in the bracket, and we are having 15 which is your divisor, and that is going to be outside the bracket. Okay, so now we need to divide this 15 with 470. For that we are having two methods. Either you can write the table of 15, okay, or the second method which I will tell you later. Okay, so first of all, just look at 15. As we were earlier, we were checking the number whether they are smaller than this or greater than this or equal. So just look at this 15 and just compare it with 4. As you can see, it is very clear to you that 4 is lesser than that of the 15, so we cannot divide it. Okay, so what we are going to do is just take the another number also. Okay, so we have taken 47 now, and this 47 is greater than that of the 15, so yes, now we can divide it with 15. Okay, so for that, just check it out, the number in the table of 15, either that should be equal to the 47 or the number which is exact less than that of the 47. So this is the table of 15. 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30, and 15 threes are 45. Okay, and 15 fours are 60. As you can see that if I'll take 4 over here, then what I need to write here is 60. Okay, which is going to be greater than that of the 47. So what we are going to do is we will take this 45, which is 3 times of that of the 15. Okay, we will just take the number which is just near to that of the 47. Okay, we won't take 30, we won't take 15, they are also lesser than that of the 47, but sure. But what we are going to take is just the number which is just near to that of the 47. Okay, so which is your 45. Now just start subtracting these numbers. 15 threes are 45. Okay, so now we will subtract it. 7 minus 5 is 2, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So now we are having 2 over here. As you can see, now again this 2 is less than that of the 15, so we cannot divide it. What we are going to do is we will put down the next number, which is your 0. Now this number have become 20, which is greater than that of the 15. So yes, we can divide it now. So just go through the table of 15, and now as we can see that the number which is less than 20 is 15. Okay, so which is 1 time, so we are going to write 1 over here, and we'll subtract 15 from that of the 20. So what we are going to get is 5. Now as you can see that this isn't 0, and since we are done with the numbers which we were having, so this is going to be your remainder. And how we are going to know that this division is just over? Just compare these numbers. This is your 15 and this is your 5, and as I have told you that we cannot divide if this number is less than that of the divisor. Okay, this 5 is less than that of the divisor, so we won't divide it, and this is it which we are going to do. So now the second example is this. We need to divide 32 by 6592. Okay, so I have written the table of 32 in front of you. First of all, just write the dividend inside this bracket and just write it down, divisor outside. Okay, so now just look at this number. As you can see that 6 is lesser than that of the 32, so we are going to take the 2 digits which are your 65, which are also greater than that of the 32. Okay, now just go through the table of this and just have a look which number is just lesser than that of the 65, which is your 64. Okay, this number is just lesser than that of the 65, so this comes 2 times in the table of 32. So we are going to write 2 in the quotient and just write down 64 over here. Okay, 32 2s are 64. Done. Now just subtract these numbers. 5 minus 4 is 1, 6 minus 6 is 0. Okay, now what we are going to do is, just since we cannot divide 32 by 1, so we will take the 9 downwards. Okay, so this is going to be your 9. Since they just have a look, we are having 32 and we are having 19 here. Again this number is lesser than that of the 32 and we cannot divide it. So what we are going to do is, we are going to take this 2 also. And if in the same step you are taking 2 numbers downwards at the same time, then what we are going to do is, we need to just put a 0 in the quotient. Okay, so now we are having 192. okay, and we need to divide it. Now since this number is larger than that of the 32, so we can divide it, okay. So just go through the table of this. 32 ones are 32, 32 twos are 64, 32 threes are 96, 32 fours are 128, 32 fives are 160, and 32 6 are 192. We are having that exact number, which is 192. So this is, now we are going to subtract it, which is going to be your 0, and we need to write this 6 in the quotient, okay. What we have learnt, another thing which we have learnt here is this, okay. If you are actually taking the two numbers downwards at the same time, then what we need to do is we need to put this 0 in the quotient. This is must. If you are not putting this over here, you are not going to get this correct answer, okay. First of all, in the division, just look at this number, compare it with the numbers. That number should be either equal to that number or greater than that of to that number, okay. So now we are done with this, and your remainder is now 0 over here. So this is it. So now we are having the third question, which is your 3,99,600. We need to divide it with 74, and I have not written a table in front of you. So what we are going to do is, we are having, first of all, just write it down. We are having 74, and we are going to divide it with this. Since writing the table of that up to 10 is very time consuming, so I have a convenient method for that. We just need to multiply a few times for that, okay. Just we are having this 74 and this number. Just take this number, first digit, which is your tens digit, and just start comparing with this first digit. Since this is lesser than that of the 7, so we won't compare it. We will take the two digits, which is your 39. Divide it with 7. What we are going to get is 5. Okay. Now just multiply this 74 with 5. This is going to be your 7 fours are 20, 7 fives are 35, and this is your 370. Okay, which is nearby that of the 399. Okay, if you want to check it, you may multiply this with 6 as well. So this is going to be 6 fours are 24, I mean 6 sevens are 42, 42 plus 2 is 44. As you can see, this is greater than that of the 370 or 399. So what we are going to put here is 370. This is just a small trick to identify that by which number we should actually multiply it, because writing the table of that whole number up to 10 is actually time consuming. So we just have taken these two digits and we have divided it with 7. So this is going to be approx something like 39 is like we are having 7 fives are 35, okay, and 7 6 are 42. So this 39 is going to come in between 5 and 7. Sorry, 5 and 6. So we have taken 5 and we have multiplied 74 with 5. Okay. So this 74 multiplied by 5 is 370. So write this 5 in the quotient. Okay. Now just start subtracting these numbers. We are having 9 minus 0 is going to be your 9. 9 minus 7 is going to be your 2. Okay. Now as we have subtracted these, as you can see that this 74 is greater than that of the 29, so we cannot divide it. What we are going to do is we will take the next number downwards, which is your 6. Okay. Now we are having 296. Again do the same thing, just take the first digit of this number, and first digit is lesser than that of the 7, so we are going to take the two digits, which is your 29. Just check it out in the table of 7, the number which is nearby that of the 29, which is your 28, which is going to become 4 times. So just multiply this 74 with 4. So this is going to be your 4 fours are 16, 4 sevens are 28, 28 plus 1 is 29. Look, we have got the same number, which is 296. Okay, so this is going to be your 0. Now we are having, I have forgot to write quotient over here, which is your 4. Okay, now just take the 0 downwards. As I have told you that if you are dividing any number with 0, what you are going to get is 0, and what we have to write in the quotient is 0. Now again we are having another 0, just take it down. We are having 0 over here, and if you are dividing any number with 0, what you are going to get is 0. So this is your answer, which is 5400. If you are dividing these two numbers, your answer is going to be 5400. Just look at this method once. again, cause this is the convenient method to actually divide two numbers, cause we cannot write that whole table again and again for different numbers. Okay, just start comparing this number, first digit, with the number, either with one number if it is equal or greater than that, or with the two numbers. Okay, so we have compared this 39 with 7. This 39 comes nearby that of the 35, and 35 comes in the table of 7 5 times. So I have multiplied this number, which was your 74, this number with 5, and this what we have got is 370. So I have written 370 over here. I have subtracted these numbers, then I have got 29. Okay, again I have compared this 7 with 29, and what we got is that this 29 comes nearby that of the 28, which comes 4 times in the table of 7. Okay, so this is, sorry, we have multiplied this 74 with 4, so what we got is 296. So this is your 296. Now we were having 2, which I have told you earlier about. If you are dividing any number with 0, what we are going to get is 0, and what we need to write in the quotient is 0. Okay, so now we'll go through some more examples of it. So now we'll go through few more examples of it. Like we are having this number, which is your 92,184 divided by 46. So just write it down, the divisor outside the bracket and the dividend inside the bracket. Okay, so now if you are having the number like more than that of the number which we don't know the table of, we are having 46, so just do the same thing I was telling you earlier. The first digit of this number is 4, just compare it with this 9. Okay, since the 9 is greater than that of the 4, so we need not to take the next number. So you can see that this 4, which number comes near to that of the 9 in the table of 4 is your 8. Okay, so 8 divided by 4 is your 2. Now just start multiplying this number 46 with 2. So 46 into 2 is your 92. So just write it down. We are having this 2 times 46 multiplied by 2, which is going to be your 92. So if you will subtract it, what we are going to get is 0. Now just take the next number, which is your 1. As you can see that this 1 is lesser than that of the 46. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the next number also, which is your 8. Okay, now as I have told you that if in the same step we are taking two numbers simultaneously, then what we are going to do is we will put a 0. Okay, now we are having 18 and we need to divide it with 46. Again we are having the number which is lesser than that of the 46, so we cannot divide it. Okay, so now we need to take the next number also. Okay, since we have taken the third number also, for that we again need to put a 0. If you are taking just one number downwards, then we won't need to put any 0 in the quotient. If you are taking any number but more than one number, then we need to put 0 for every step. Like I have taken this 8, which was the second time which I was taking the number, so I have kept the 0. Again I have taken 4, which is your third number, for that I have kept the second 0 as well. Okay, so now I am having 184, which is greater than that of the 46. Now just do the same thing. We are having 4 and just compare it with 1. Since this is a lesser number, so we will start comparing it with 18. In the table of 4, the number which comes nearby that of the 4 is 18 is your 16, which comes 4 times in the table of 4. So just multiply this 46 with 4. So this is going to be your 6 4s are 24, 4 4s are 16, 16 plus 2 is 18. Okay, so now as you can see that we have got the exact answer, which is your 84. So we will write it over here, subtract it and write the quotient here, which was your 4. Since I have multiplied this 46 by 4, so I have written 4 over here. So the answer of this is 2004. Okay. Now we are done with this. Now we'll move to the next question, which is we are having ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh. We are having 5,39,749. We need to divide it by 87. Okay, so just write down 87 outside the bracket and this number 5,39,747 9 inside the bracket. So now we are having this 87. We need to divide it by this. Okay, so just take this 8 and start comparing it with 53. Okay, so the table of 8, in which the number which is just lesser than that of the 53 is your 48, and this 48 comes in the table of 8 6 times. So we are going to take we are going to multiply this 87 with 6. So this is going to be 6 7s are 42, 8 6 are 48, 48 plus 4 is 52. So this is going to be your 6. Since I have multiplied this 87 with 6, and just write down 522. Okay, now just subtract these numbers. 9 minus 2 is your 7, 3 minus 2 is your 1. Now I have a number 87, 17, and we need to divide it with 17. This is your lesser number, so we are going to take the next number downward, which is your 7. So this is going to form 17. Okay, now we are having 87, we need to divide it with this. Okay, now just compare this with one digit. This is lesser than 8, so we are going to take 2 digits, which is your 17. Just go through the table of 8. The table, the number which is just lesser than that of the 17 is your 16, which comes 2 times in the table of 8. So we are going to multiply this number with 2. So this is going to be 7 6 are 14, sorry 7 2s are 14, and this 1 is going to be in your carry, and 8 2s are 16 plus 1 is 17. We are having 174. So write down 2 over here in the quotient and just subtract this 174. 7 minus 4 is going to be your 3. Okay, now again this is lesser than that of this, so we have taken 4 downwards. Again you can see that 34 is lesser than that of this 87. So what we are going to do is we are going to take this 9 as well. And if you are taking 2 numbers in the same step, then what we are going to do is we should put a 0 in the quotient. Okay, now we are having 349, which is greater than that of the 87. Okay, now just multiply this 87, we are having this 8, and just compare it with 34. The number which is lesser than that of the 34 is your 32, which comes 4 times in the table of 8. So we are going to multiply it with 4. 7 4s are 28, 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 2 is your 34. As you can see that this is less than that of the 349, so we are going to write it over here, and since we have multiplied 87 by 4 times, so we are going to write 4 in the quotient. Now if you will subtract it, what you are going to get is remainder 1. Since this number is lesser than that of the 87, so we cannot divide it further. Okay, so this is going to be your remainder. Either your remainder could be 0 or it could be any number, but that should be lesser than that of this. If that number is greater than that of the divisor, we need to divide it further. Okay, so this is 1 which is lesser than this, so this is your answer, which is your remainder. That's it, and this is going to be a quotient. Now as we are done with the division of many numbers and we have taken many examples in front of you, just go through the book of yours and just solve as many as question you may.